Hey guys, TheJaseDawg here, and welcome back to another This Week in WWE with TheJaseDawg. That's right. So we're up to episode 9. One more and we hit the double digits, bruh. So, if you haven't watched This Week's in WWE, make sure to go and check it. And guys, I got a big announcement. That every single This Week in WWE with TheJaseDawg from now on will be up every single goddamn fucking Friday. That's right. I'm going to be uploading it every single Friday. So stay tuned for every single Friday. We're going to have This Week in WWE up all the time. Instead of being a little bit late in the week, like on the weekend, it's actually going to be on Fridays now. So I'm going to make sure I get this all out to you by Fridays. So let's get started with Raw, guys. So we started with, in my thing, it was AJ versus Owens. In a rematch from what happened last week, and AJ was going pretty intense. He was beating him up. Chris Jericho ended up coming out again without music this time. Just came out with, just AJ Styles, and he came out and cost AJ the match again. And AJ got pissy after the loss and chased Jericho away. And then so Owens got the win. And then we had Dean was in a bar and he got another gift from Terry Funk. He got the chainsaw and he actually cut like 3 lines in the table. So Dean has got a chainsaw. Brock, you better watch out, bruh. He go cut you up into pieces, boy. We had the Social Outcasts come out and interrupt Big Show because Big Show was talking about how he won last year's Andre the Giant Battle Royale at at WrestleMania, and he's going to win this year again. So he's planning on winning 2 times in a row. And Social Outcasts come out and there's hashtag the bigger they are, the harder they fall. So they all started attacking him. It was failing at first until Axel ended up hitting him with a chop block, and then they started beating him down. Then Kane came out. And Kane came down to the ring and pretty much just destroyed them. And then Big Show, gave him a hug saying thanks and jumped up on the top rope, raised his hand, he was like, yeah. And then Kane chokeslammed him off the top rope. So far, all 4 members of the Social Outcasts, as well as Big Show and Kane, are in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale. And so we've got 6 people in there so far that we know of. Followed by a WrestleMania rematch. It was Jericho versus Fandango. And it's the first time Fandango's actually had an actual proper match on the main roster since a long time. Like, he's usually always fighting on like Superstars, or he'll have a match on Main Event, or maybe SmackDown if he's lucky. There's not really much. Like, they kind of, WWE's not doing much with him, so he actually got a match against Jericho. He was actually going pretty intense. And then Jericho was about to go for the walls with Jericho. And then all of a sudden, Y2 Jackass! Y2 Jackass! AJ was coming out and he had his hoodie on and he's like, Y2 Jackass! And Jericho was getting pissy and almost cost Jericho the match. Like, both times Jericho's distracted AJ lost both matches against Kevin. And I was thinking, okay, well maybe Fandango will get a huge upset win. No, he got hit with the Code Breaker, got the win. And then AJ tried to get him and Jericho ended up running away again. But, so really, Jericho is... He's better at the distractions. He knows how to still get the win when he's distracted. But AJ's going to get him. And then he also challenged him to a match too at WrestleMania. So Jericho hasn't said anything yet. Because AJ's like, well, I've been to everywhere. I've wrestled everywhere. But I haven't wrestled at WrestleMania. So let's do it, bruh. And then we had it was meant to be a triple threat between Zayn, Ziggler and Miz for the number 1 contendership for the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania against Owens. But Owens he went to the authority and he was allowed to actually make the match. So Instead of those three, he brought out Stardust, Sin Cara, and Zack Ryder. And they were having a triple threat, and then halfway through the match, like Zayn, Ziggler, and Miz all came down, all pissy, got up in his face, and it just all ended in, like, when you look at it, Zack Ryder won the match by DQ because he got pushed from Kevin Owens, and the bell rang after that. Someone's pushed him into Ziggler, I think it was, or Zayn. It was one or the other. So, but the thing is that it just all went apeshit. They all just started beating on Kevin. Kevin went back to the authority after the beatdown and got away. And Steph made the match as a ladder match with all 6 of them plus himself for the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania. So we're going to have a 7-man Intercontinental ladder match at WrestleMania. It kind of looks like when Daniel Bryan won in a way. I think it was last year when he won it. So it's kind of repeating itself in a way. Because I think it was a 7-man ladder match, guys. If it's right, let me know. I'm pretty sure it was. But yeah. So, but this one should be good. It's more kind of like a. I don't know. You can't like. I think last year's one had like Luke Harper and Dean in it. So it was pretty good. Ziggler was in it last time too. But this time it's got like Kevin Owens in it. And we got Sami Zayn and, you know, a whole bunch of different high flyers and stuff. So it should be good. Then we went to Roman had a he failed at attacking Triple H. So while Steph was going, because Triple H was not on Raw, Triple H picked up Steph in the car park. Roman waited and he was hiding behind the door. When the door went up, he was there. And he came and grabbed Triple H out and started beating on him. Triple H was going back and forth. He ran Triple H into the thing. Triple H ended up punching him in the face, jumped in the car and getting away. So you could say that it was an attack, but it failed because I think he was actually trying to lay out Triple H again like he did last week. But he failed because he didn't really do too much to Triple H. Like, he got a couple of punches, he ran him into the back of the car, but did shit all. Roman, you're losing it, bruh. You suck. Like, you're a good wrestler and all, but you don't know how to do attacks, mate. And then we had Dean Ambrose versus Braun Strowman. It pretty much came to a DQ. Dean got DQ'd, so Braun won by DQ because he hit Braun with a chair, and then he started whacking him with it, and he ended up hitting the dirty deeds onto the chair on Braun and slid out of the ring, and you know, all the whites were in the ring like, how dare you hit our hillbilly brethren. And Dean's just like looking at Paul Heyman. Paul's like, I'm just an advocate, because he's sitting at ringside. But it's looking like Dean's actually starting to get into that physical mindset of, like, you know, knowing that he has to do whatever it takes, especially against Brock Lesnar. So that's going to be a great match at WrestleMania. Now we head into NXT. We had Finn Balor versus Rich Swann. I've only seen him fight once before, and that was against, I think it was Baron Corbin. I think he lost. But he versed Finn. Fuck. I didn't even expect him to be that much of a high flyer and mad moves that he was doing on Finn, but it was actually pretty cool. I might actually have to research him a little bit more just to find out, like, you know, watch some of his old footage from where he used to be and whatnot, because the crowd was singing all night long when he was in there, and I was like, okay. But Finn got the win. Finn hit him with the coup de grace and then that type of snap suplex thing that he does. But yeah, the Rich Swann guy, he went pretty well with like mad maneuvers and stuff. But Finn, of course, my man, Finn got the win. Then we had, pretty much because Finn sent a message that he could beat someone like that pretty easily. Like, not pretty easily, but he was, you know, sent a message to Joe in a way. So it was meant to be Bull Dempsey versus, I can't remember his name, but Birch. But Samoa Joe came out. Bull Dempsey was going down the ring. Next minute, Joe comes up behind him, chokes Bull Dempsey out, gets in the ring, beats the shit out of the Birch guy and just chokes him out too. And then he goes to the camera and sends a message. He's like, you know, Finn, I'm coming for your title. You're not gonna leave, champ, at NXT Takeover Dallas. But fucking laid both those guys, and those guys are pretty big. But he choked them both out. And poor Bull Dempsey. And then we had Emma versus Asuka. That was pretty cool. I thought Bayley would come out and, you know, show that she's got the belt and she's the champ. She's going to walk out champ. But she actually didn't. It was just a pretty intense match between Emma and Asuka. Emma was doing her, you know, because she's heel, she's doing dirty moves. But it was still awesome to see her in action and whatnot. And Asuka, of course, was doing her, like, fast kicks and punches and stuff. And Dana was there, but Dana actually didn't get involved this time. She didn't really do much. So Emma tapped out. So Asuka's got the win. She had the momentum heading into Takeover Dallas. So it should be interesting to see that one. I'm not sure who's going to win that one, but I will do a prediction video for NXT Takeover Dallas. So stay tuned for that, guys. And now we're heading into SmackDown. We had Sasha Banks versus Charlotte with Becky on the announce table. Of course, Ric Flair's going to get involved and do his dirty shit that he always does, but Sasha ended up making, I don't know, I think she got a roll up. Yeah, I think she rolled her up and got the win. And then after the match, Sasha was raising her hand, Becky went in there, and finally Becky actually stood up and actually sent a message to both of them that she is not to be taken lightly. She hit the Bexplex to Sasha, and then she did it to Charlotte and walked off, you know, showing that, you know, she's, you know, don't take her lightly. She's gonna, you know, grab your arms and snap it if she gets the chance. And then Charlotte was like, you know, what the fuck? And then next minute, Sasha hits her with one of a hell of a type of backbreaker. It was like, oh. But yeah, so Charlotte, you're not gonna walk out champ, bitch. Then we had the Usos versus the Ascension. I can't remember, I think Usos actually won the match, and then they sent a message to the Dudleys by put Victor and Connor on tables, and actually did the frog splashes off, and sent the Ascension through some tables. And then, you know, Reigns interrupted the Dudleys' smack talk and all the Samoans, challenged Bubba to a fight, so the next thing is Bubba versus Roman in a fight in the ring. They were going pretty intense. That's right. Reigns got DQ'd because he wouldn't stop smashing Bubba's head onto the announce table. And then he was laying him out, and then Devon ran down, and as he ran down, Reigns sprinted around, jumped off the thing and just went BANG! Just drilled him hard, and then he speared the shit out of Bubba, and he's pissed. He's pissed. Now that's what I like to see, Roman. Don't fail at attacks. Do what you just did to Bubba and Devon to Triple H. If you want to be taken seriously, go wild, Samoan. Go crazy. You know, do that type of stuff that you just did. Like, you know, when he jumped up so high to hit Devon, he was fucking like he flew. It was intense. And the spear he did to Bubba. Whew. So that's the stuff I like to see Roman do. That's what he needs to do to win over the WWE crowd and the universe. But WWE universe, you know, we'll get behind him if he actually starts doing shit like that. But then we had another Golden Truth promo. We actually haven't had one for a little bit, but they were talking like Goddess couldn't find his makeup, like his paint. R-Truth had it. And he's like, he was like, you know, why'd you run out to help me against on Raw against against Bubba and Devon? And he was like, you know, I had a pair of latex pajamas under the ring. And I was like, whatever. And R-Truth's like, we all know you sleep, Commando. And he's like, how did you know that? Sleeps in the nude. But and then Goddess was pretty much saying, look, we're not going to be a team. Yeah, I'll write it on. I'll give you a gold painted message to let you know. And he wrote on his forehead. He wrote no. And then he walked off. And R-Truth looked in the mirror, and because the mirror was, you know, a bit facing the other direction, it said on. It was like on. Oh, we're on, yeah. Golden Truth is on. It was like, what the fuck, Dream? Wow. It's actually might actually get to the point now where we actually see them in tag matches instead of, you know, just fucking around. Then we had AJ versus Tyler Breeze. AJ actually got a win this time without any interruptions from Chris Jericho. He hit the phenomenal forearm, which I finally found out what it was called, when he jumps over the rope and just goes smash. It was pretty sweet. Hit that, got the win. Poor Tyler Breeze. AJ's got the win. That's what he needs. He's suffered 2 losses to Kevin Owens because of distraction, but he finally gets a win, so it's good for my man AJ, the phenomenal one. And now we got to Brock was in the ring with Paul Heyman. They were talking about Dean and shit and all those hardcore icons giving him weapons like Mick Foley and Terry Funk. And then the Wyatts came out because, you know, they finished their promo and they were ready for Dean to come out. But the Wyatt family came out without Harper. It was just Braun, Eric, and Bray. They came out. They got up on the thing, and then Dean came out, and he came out with a kendo stick. So it was a bit of a distraction. So Brock hit the suplex on Eric Rowan, sent him to Suplex City. Then he sent Braun Strowman to Suplex City, and Bray got taken out by Dean. Dean got in there, started whacking the shit out of him with a kendo stick on the back on Brock, and he went to go for another one, but Brock just went BANG! Just fucking clotheslined him, drilled him, smashed him with the kendo stick on the back a couple of times, picked him up, F5, and Dean was gone, and Brock walked off. I was like, have fun with that, Dean. You wanted a no-holds-barred street fight, well, you're gonna get it against the Beast Incarnate. Now, that's all that really happened, but it was good to see SmackDown end with total carnage. But, guys, if you like this episode, make sure to hit that like button hard, but not too fucking hard. Don't break your computers. Now, next week's episode 10, so stay tuned for that one. It's gonna be heaps cool, guys. And it's the week of WrestleMania. I'm gonna be doing predictions for NXT TakeOver, Dallas, and WrestleManias, and the results as well. So, guys, if you want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, the links are in the description down below. While you're here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and spread the word of the TheJaseDawg to everybody you know. And, as always, guys, stay awesome. The TheJaseDawg is out of here. See ya.